I mentioned Luka. He had 30 points, and if that's all you do is look at the box score or at least look at the points, you might be, hey, Luka had 30. He was fine. He wasn't fine. He looked tired.
Right.
He looked hobbled. And I never know if the whole looked hobbled thing goes hand in hand with we're getting our brains beat in.
Right.
Like if you were up 20 instead of down 20, are you moving around the court differently? Maybe.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Maybe. But he did look tired. And he had 1 assist. Did you notice this? 1 assist. That's the lowest number of assists he's had in any game this season. It's the lowest he's had in any playoff game ever. And it's the lowest he's had in any game in the NBA ever when playing at least 35 minutes. And that is not an accident. And that is not a coincidence.
Okay.
You know what it reminded me of? The national championship game of the 2024 NCAA tournament.
Okay.
In this way. Anytime a team does something negative that it has never done before, it is almost always a byproduct of game planning and strategy by the other team. If you remember the national championship game, Purdue-UConn.
Yep.
Purdue barely took any three-pointers. I can't remember the number. It was like 6 or 7. It was, but it was the lowest number of the season, three-point shot attempts that Purdue had the entire season. And the lowest number of three-point attempts Purdue had in a game in like 300 and something games. Damn. That's not an accident.
Right.
So you go, okay, what happened? How did that happen? Why were they not even – it's not like bad shooting nights are a thing in basketball. This wasn't that. They didn't even get the shots. Why didn't they even get the shots? You know they won them. Why didn't they get them? You know why? They used Klingon to guard Edey, and they did not double. They just stayed with the shooters. And they said, we'll let Edey go get 35, and he did. We'll let Edey eat. We're just not going to let Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer and these other guys make open shots and corner threes. We're not going to collapse, let him kick it out, open three. These guys are going to get nothing, and we'll let him eat. But we're going to guard him one-on-one as best we can, and these guys are going to get nothing. And UConn dominated in that way. Purdue couldn't even get three-point shots off. 1 assist for Luka Doncic. You know what that's the byproduct of? They guarded him one-on-one. They switched everything. And they got into, like, they even had Al Horford out there guarding him in space. And it, like, was okay. It wasn't devastating the way Rudy Gobert was devastating, trying to handle Luka in space. They just said, we're going to guard him like this, and we're not going to leave the shooters. So you're not going to just have these guys standing out on the three-point line, knocking down open shots. That's how he only gets 1 assist. Yeah. There's nowhere to pass the ball. There's nobody to get open shots. That was by design. Now, this is the way this stuff works. Dallas will adjust to that, right? And they'll at least try to adjust for that. But that was really impressive stuff from Boston last night. And again, the fact that the point spread didn't change, but the series price did, and the most likely number of games in the series did in the betting markets. This time yesterday it was 7. Now it's 5. It suggests that, I don't know, the people who are smarter than us, wagering real money on this type of stuff, they saw something last night that made them think maybe this isn't going to be as competitive as some people thought it was going to be.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.